for details about how a Dodge County missing persons case became a death investigation. A new criminal complaint accuses estranged husband, 43-year-old Zachariah Rasch, of killing his wife, Crystal Rasch. The complaint says one of Crystal's family members reported on June 23rd that she had not heard from Crystal since June 11th. After serving a search warrant at the Adams County property, detectives found blood and a tooth that were later determined to be Crystal's. Zachariah was previously arrested on allegations that he used his estranged wife's bank card to make unauthorized purchases, including chemical-resistant gloves and stain remover. The 43-year-old man now faces charges of first-degree intentional homicide with a domestic abuse enhancer and hiding a corpse. Our Marcus Arsvold is still reading through the complaint. He will join us with more at 5.